I had been seeing a doctor previously, and he thought I had hip problems. And after that, I found out it wasn't, I had a cyst in my back. And then Dr. Cruz found it. So therefore, he dealt with the problem. He dealt with the problem very well. But other than that, like I said, I'm fine right now. He recommended there were several things. First, he wanted to address the cyst. And then he did an x-ray and found out that it was a disc, degenerated disc, as well as my back wasn't aligned. So he put the screws in, took the disc out, and put a new disc in or spacer in. And when I woke up from surgery, I was fine. I had no pain. From that day till now, no pain. Before the surgery, my biggest concern was walking. Just standing in front of my stove, my refrigerator, whatever, just walking from my chair to the stove or the refrigerator, whatever. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I mean, I would take a couple steps and I had to lean or get a buggy when I went out anywhere to rest against the buggy in order for me to stand. When Dr. Cruz realized I needed surgery, I was horrified. I was wondering whether I would be able to walk again and what stipulations I had to go through in order to be able to walk again, just to take steps. That was my real concern, and whether or not I would be able to dance again. So that was my basic concerns, because I live by myself, and being the older sister, I had concerns about, my family. Could I, what would my outcome be after surgery? So that was one of the main concerns. I had challenges. I had a lot of challenges. Sitting up was one of them. From the point of surgery, sitting up to the side of the bed, that was one of my concerns. And to stand up and actually walk without pain, that was remarkable. I had in-house, the nurses came to my home, and we walked and we walked and we walked. And then I had to realize I had a stepping problem. Every time I stepped, I kind of wobbled, and I knew something was wrong, afterwards. So I went to physical therapy. My therapist worked with me, and then I joined the YMCA, and they work with me as well. And I'm up and walking. I'm doing my daily chores, and I'm with no pain. I am out and about with no pain. Generally, only time I really have a little twinge is when I sit for a long period of time, and then I stand up. But it's only been like 9 months now, so it's still in recovery throughout this time. No pain. That was the first thing I realized when I opened my eyes, and I kind of moved to the left and then moved to the right, and there was no pain. I could not believe it. I was like, as bad as it hurt every single day, when I woke up from the day of the surgery, I had no pain. So he's my idol, gotta say. Other than that, like I said, I do normal things, and the normal things were, I miss doing normal things: bending, stepping, going up steps. Those things were very painful for me prior to this. So Dr. Cruz, like I said, he fixed me right up. I have no problems, none at all now. If there was anyone that could have done and would have done and took the time to realize that it was my back, and like I said, Dr. Sedano realized it, and he's the one that got me to Dr. Cruz, because there was a doctor prior to that seen earlier, and he was content just giving me a shot in both hips. And after there had to be more, because I could go up and down my steps, and I'd be in so much pain. And when I kept going to this particular doctor, he just kept saying, well, it's because you had a knee replacement. It was because you had this done or that done. And that wasn't the case. Like I said, if he addressed it from the beginning, if he had took the x-rays and realized that I had a cyst and then referred me to Dr. Cruz, that would probably been better. But Dr. Sedano was the one that actually did the research, that did why are you hurting like this? So I am forever grateful to Dr. Cruz.